Back at you with another video here again. So kind of doing a double upload here because I gotta work tomorrow and Tuesday, so that'll be my first technical days at the job, like starting. So kind of nervous about it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, always starting a new job though, it's like you don't know what you're getting into, and I just really hope it goes good because I've had a bad history of like jobs and like them being pretty bad, but anyway, today's topic I really wanted to go over is a song that's like extremely special to me, and it is in my top five favorite songs of all time. It's called "Mr. Highway's Thinking About the End" by A Day to Remember, and this song it it is I think it has the lyrics. The lyrics in this song are probably some of the most relatable lyrics I've ever heard in my entire life. Um, like pretty much almost word for word, and I actually have the lyrics pulled up here. But I'm gonna give you like a little backstory about why Mr. Highway's thinking about the end, like that title, and also the album cover for Homesick. The album is like literally my life. So that like if you actually look up the Homesick cover for A Day to Remember's album, you'll see a guy and he's basically like down on his knees, like with his hands out. Basically, looks like he's just like giving up. And there's a bunch of like terrifying like tentacles and like plant beast things and bears and monsters and just like demons and stuff just everywhere surrounding him. And he's looking out, and there's like a somewhat light in the distance, but it's very faint. And basically, how I view the song is it's just like how I view that is like it's me. That's me sitting there or like on my knees just like that. Because I feel like it's every day. Like that's every day for me in a nutshell in a way. Cause it's like I'm sitting there about ready to give up, and the end is or like the light at the end of the tunnel is still there. But there's so many other like there's so much other bullshit like left and right of me and like in front of me that I gotta battle to get to where I want to be. But it almost feels never ending in a way. And um like the song's lyrics, like what I think about like the title too of Mr. Highway's thinking about the end is it's someone who is usually like very like persistent and doesn't really give up and tries the best they can and like just tries to do like the things that they should be doing, and like they're going, they're continuously working through it like a highway, like they're keeping going on a highway, but they're thinking about the end because every day that they do this route there's like bullshit left and right that they got to deal with, and eventually over time it just gets to be too much. But at the same time there's also hope that they have. There's a slight amount of hope, which is that light at the end of the tunnel, that someday maybe they will get what they deserve. So I'm going to kind of go off some of the lyrics here too of like why it all means so much to me. So the first one is it's the guitar strumming at the beginning, which sounds so good. And then it goes, "Wake up," which is like a really loud, like, boom. And it's like, to me, that's me every morning when I have to wake up and I have to go do something. Like, I have to be present no matter what I do. I'm gonna have to wake up and, like, go out and do something. Because I can't just sit in bed all day. I'm not, my life's not over yet. So, and like this one, oh, how the times have changed. You're not the person I knew back then. That hits hard because it can hit in two ways. Like the times have changed definitely for like just how much different they are from 10, 15 years ago. But not only that, the times have changed because I'm not in high school anymore and I'm an adult. So I have to do adult work and adult things that didn't think was going to be as good as they were. And you're not the person I knew back then can relate in two different ways too, because it could either be talking about me or it could be talking about other people that I used to know. And that's a big one, because at the same time I feel like I'm not the person I was back then. I wasn't as happy when I feel like I was like a lot happier and a lot more like wanting to do stuff and have more. I was having more fun when I was younger, and now it seems like since I'm an adult, every day just feels kind of rough, and there's not much to look forward to anymore. And that's when I feel like I'm not the person I was back then. But also, I feel like it can relate to other people that I know in my life, because there's other people that have just completely disappeared out of my life, or they changed completely and I don't want to talk to them anymore. So they're definitely not the person I knew back then. And um, then it's like, let's get this straight. This is a calling. When will they stop falling for this? So it's like, it feels like when you're like the only person that understands you, like they can't see that, so they're falling for something else that they think is who you are. Is how I feel about that. You lack all inspiration. We're not the same. I'll do whatever it takes to get this through to you, and we'll call this a day. Again, it goes back to some people just don't see who I actually am. And this kind of goes with like dating and stuff like that in relationships. Like, you only see what I am for how I look, but you don't see the actual person that I am. And I can't get this through to you. So we can't call it a day, because it's the same battle. You lack all inspiration, and we're not the same. And and then it says you are worthless. Stay in your place. And I feel like that can relate to some of the people that I know, but it can also relate to me. Like, I can't have these people in my life because I'm worthless to them. So they want me to stay in my own place. Like, stay away from them. But at the same time, like, I feel like I want these other people to stay in their place because they're worthless to me. It can go both ways. And then it's like speaking in tongues to all you now. When will we ever get what we deserve? And that's the main chorus. That line hits so hard, because it feels like it's like speaking in tongues is all you know. It just doesn't feel like anything's getting through to anyone. You're just talking and they don't nothing's happening. Nothing's going anywhere. No one's like retaining any information. Like, you're just a smear on the earth to them that they like can push you around, and they don't really care much about you, and like everyone is kind of fake in a way. It feels that way sometimes, but you don't want it to be. But it's like other people have their own lives too, which makes sense. But at the same time, it's like you really wish that someone, like just one person, could fully relate to you and like what you go through, and just be able to talk to you every day about things. And it's hard to find those kind of people. That's why I've always wanted a relationship with like a girl that really loves me, because then I can just talk to her and she could talk to me, and it just be great. And like, she'd just understand me, and she'd know all the funny, like hilarious things that I do, and like all my inside jokes. But that's when it goes to, when will we ever get what we deserve? And that line is probably the biggest line that relates to me, because of the fact, and then it's also, how long until the tables turn? When will we ever get what we deserve? And that, I don't know, that's insane to me right there. That lyric hits so hard, because it's like, how long is it going to be until the tables turn? That's like me looking at that light at the end of the tunnel, and everything's surrounding me and it looks like it's never ending. But you still have that slight hope that things will turn around for you. And like, you always see it. Like, sometimes you meet someone and they're really cool, and like the next thing you know, they're just, all of a sudden they're gone. But it's like, when will things get better? Like your job, like having a stable job and having your own house, and like being the person you want to be. Like, how long until the tables turn, and when will we ever get what we deserve? And it's like, you've gone through so much shit in your life, and like you battled left and right with all these different bad things, and it feels like it's like I'm almost 30 years old, and it's like, it feels like it's like my turn, like, when's it going to be my turn? Like you see other people, and I know again you can't judge a book by their cover because you just see like only one portion of their life. But it's like, why can't I just have a little bit of taste of what they've had? When will I get what I deserve? When will I get the girlfriend? When will I get the house? When will I get the good stable job? When will I get like just happiness for like just a week straight? Like, I don't know. And there's a bunch of other stuff, like a bunch of other lyrics, but I could talk about it all day. Um, but yeah, and like the end part, like it's like disrespect your surroundings. That's the breakdown. But it's like you're just destroying everything because you're so angry. But then it's like you won't make it out alive. And to me, that's like it's true in many ways because in the end, no one will make it out alive. We're all gonna die. But then it goes back to this amazing slow version of it's like speaking in tongues to all you now. When will you ever get what we deserve? How long until the tables turn? When will we ever get what we deserve? And then just like doom, doom, doom. I don't know. It's just a beautiful ending to the song, and it hits so hard. But yeah, that was just kind of the thing I wanted to go on today. Is Mr. Highway's thinking about the end. It's probably one of my most relatable songs ever created, and it's one of my favorite songs of all time. But yeah, that's about it. See you guys later.